Welcome to Several Questions with Nate Chappell, Finn Hammond, and Johnny Fisher.
So, the way the Several Questions work is that basically we found a machine in the woods called the Questionator 5000 that was evidently engineered to generate infinite, very silly questions. And Johnny, Finn, and I have all dedicated our lives to answering them all one by one by one. I'm Nick Mortzman.
I'm Sam Diggity.
I'm Gosh darn it.
Josh darn it. I'm Josh darn it.
What if somebody was named Josh darn it?
Oh, that's good.
That's good. That's a good. And also, like,
It's with a G,
says
though.
something about their character.
Mm-hmm.
They're like mild.
Yeah, with a G. Josh.
Yeah.
Actually, it's Josh with a. Actually, it's pronounced Josh.
Gosh.
Gosh darn it. It's actually pronounced Josh. It's a soft G. Like garage. The second G in garage. And this is Several Questions. Questionator? Button.
Would you agree to experience 1/6 gravity at all times if it meant you could live an extra 5 years?
That's moon stuff right there. That's moon weight.
So you're just kind of floating around, but not quite floating around kind of thing?
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
you've seen people walk on the moon, right? Or
think
in
so.
Stanley
Or-
Kubrick's The Moon
Yeah.
Landing.
Okay. I'd definitely do that. For an extra 5 years. Like guaranteed.
Yeah. I guess 5 years longer than you would have otherwise. That might just mean you get hit by a bus and then you're like just mangled for 5 years.
Oh.
Whoa.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm sorry.
I'm like,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
yeah,
Sorry, I mean, that's so dark. Sorry, it's just, Sunday morning, so it's like I just got back from church and thinking about Jesus and all that, the crucifixion and all that. So
And you saw that guy get hit by the bus.
I saw that guy get hit by the bus on the way to church. So, and I feel like you could like put weights on, like you could probably get a special suit, for extra 5 years for sure. That seems like it would be worth it to like make some considerations, just add some weight.
Probably have to work out a little bit more. I mean, than I do with
you're
just done
probably
it
right,
all.
because of resistance.
just
Yeah,
to
you'd
keep-
have to multiply it
yeah.
by 6, which is 0.
So you're.
Yeah.
You weigh 1/6 of your own weight, but everything else is the same. So if you lift weights at the gym, that's gonna be.
That's
gonna weigh just the
interesting.
same.
Yeah, that's going to weigh just the same, so you don't have to like up your amount of weight.
No.
Well, one
And-
thing that happens is fair.
It wouldn't be any harder for you though, right?
I guess not at first, but your
As you
muscles
lose,
like atrophy.
right?
Yeah. So that'd be the point, so that hopefully they wouldn't atrophy. They just like
Would you
going.
get one of those big rings that you can jog around like they have in 2001 Space Odyssey?
Wait, with that. Wait,
No,
that
it wouldn't
work.
work.
if it
No,
doesn't-
you'd fall down probably because you'd still have gravity on you, so you'd hit your head a lot.
Yeah.
So probably no. Then probably no.
No. I'd probably bounce like more than walk though. That'd be fun.
Yeah, that is we haven't even talked about the pluses of this. I feel like there's besides this, the 5 years, you also get 5 bouncy years. And you'd be able to dunk for sure, like crazy dunk.
Oh yeah. Crazy dog. Do some
I would
flips in
definitely-
the air.
I get a skateboard.
I thought you were going to say I'd get a spacesuit.
I get a
Because
spacesuit.
it would,
Yeah,
for the
that's only
visual, that
thing.
would be pretty important. Like, I feel like if you could walk, if you just naturally walked like that, you better put
Yeah,
a
I
spacesuit
I'd get
on
a
and
job
do that all the time.
at M-
That'd be
Oh,
a
you
MTV.
should.
great
I've been
Halloween costume.
Finn and I have been talking about that actually, Johnny. I think you should get a job anyway. Like, it's been
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
sad,
Yes.
like how you've been living in my closet for so long, and
Oh, it's so nice in there.
yeah, I know. But
Yeah, and it sounds great.
I guess, but the bleed, he's so close to me right now that it's like I feel like I can hear him talking and his audio on Zoom. So it's like
Right.
almost like I'm spending $15 on a Zoom, subscription for nothing. What about you, Finn?
I guess I would do it. I don't know. I hear a lot of bad things about like astronauts like losing bone mass and stuff like that. But
That's in
if there's a
zero
little bit of
gravity, though,
gravity,
right?
yeah, exactly.
Also,
Um,
let's face it. I could stand to lose a little bone mass. You know what I mean?
bone mass.
Yeah, I got fat bones.
Yeah, fatty bones. There's be funny if I like. I don't want to eat that kind of ice cream. Like I don't like Dippin' Dots or
Oh, you wouldn't
all
have
that
to. Hold on.
space
Let me look
food.
at the. Let's think about the question.
Mhm.
I don't think it
I like
said that
Dippin'
you
Dots.
had to.
I don't want to talk to aliens.
You do have to talk to aliens if you jump too high, because then you're gonna just float away, and then you'll be in space forever.
I don't want to talk to my, family through like dispatches.
I thought you were gonna say you don't
Video
want to
dispatches.
talk to your
I don't
like
want-
dead relatives, like
Yeah.
because if you jump too high, you'll go to heaven, and then you're gonna have some splaining to do.
It's like that old nursery rhyme. If you jump too high, you go to heaven, and you'll have some explaining to do. If you jump too low, you go to know
Kevin,
what,
no Kevin.
Kevin, and God knows what he'll do.
I like that.
Thank you. Yeah, I would do it. I think you can get some cool skateboard tricks in. You could be an acrobat. You can do a really good impression of the moon landing. That would be funny.
I'm trying to think of like how difficult it would be, like how many accommodations you would have to make in your everyday life to not float away. Is 1/6? So okay, this is easy then. Then that would mean I would weigh. Let's see, I weigh 120. So I'm just kidding. I weigh like 160. What's easy? 160. Let's say divided by 6 is
8
really.
divided by 6, or like roughly, I guess, like if 18. If you weighed 180, it would be right.
I have no idea.
We said 160.
I'm gonna go 170. I'm just doing it on a calculator, so we
70.
don't have to mess with it. I'm 170 divided by 6 equals.
This
So that'd be
is the kind of
28,
podcast
28 pounds. So I have. So 28 pounds. So Adrian is about 28 pounds actually.
Okay.
My son, and he floats away like all the time. So we have to put big weights in his pocket and everything. So that's why you have to buckle kids into car seats, so they don't float away. Because if you have a sunroof, if your sunroof is open,
You have like wind resistance. Like you're big. You're bigger than him, but you
Hey.
weigh.
fuck you, man. I already said I admitted I had fat bones. I brought it up to make fun of myself so that no one else could. But now it seems like you're just piling
Yeah.
on.
Well, I thought this was a good time just to open up. I thought we were just kind of
Ladies and gentlemen, fatty bones.
fatty
That's-
bones wind resistance.
That's Joaquin Phoenix introducing our band Fatty Bones. Never mind, on SNL. Anyway, what are we talking about? So, 28 pounds. I don't know how it works. You're right, because it does look like they're going to float away if they jump too high. But if they weigh 30 pounds, I don't understand why that would be.
If a car weighs 28 pounds, you can just like push it around and it would like float.
It
Right.
wouldn't float though. No, if something's 28
it
pounds,
would,
that's because the gravity is the same. It's the
Yes.
force of gravity.
Yeah,
It's not the weight. Weight isn't a part of this.
It's the gravity pushing down on you that's
Yeah.
allowing you to.
if you fill up a balloon with not helium air and you not push it into the air, I don't know what you call that. I'm referring to that phenomenon as floating. If you have like the bigger the surface area of something is, but when its weight is small compared to it, then it has like it can have a floating thing. I'm not sure
I
that
don't know
we're
that's-
big enough. Well, it's like what's happening to an astronaut on space. Like that's why you could make big steps. It's like you're more floaty than you normally.
Yeah, I know, but I don't think it's because you have a lot of surface area. I don't think
Or
that's
like you
the
have
principle.
momentum or something.
No, it's
you
because
weigh-
gravity. It's because of the gravity around you. It's not because of you or your weight. It's because of how much you are being pulled towards the center of the thing. Anyway, I don't think I'm going to be able to explain this accurately, and I don't really think either of you are either. And so,
Okay.
Okay, I'm not a physicist.
Shit.
Shit. So right. Next week we'll have a guest on the show, a special guest expert who's a physicist, an astrophysicist. I just said.
Oh yeah.
That's a physicist about the dog from Jetsons, the Jetsons. And so, Finn, you would do it. I would definitely do it. I would do a lot of shit for 5 years, for an extra 5 years. I gotta say. Mm-hmm. Although, yeah, I don't know. I won't do that. I would do anything for an extra 5 years, but I don't do that. Okay, next question.
If you had to produce a physical receipt, where would you look and what would it be for?
I would probably look. So this is asking, so if I have to, it's like a scavenger hunt, get a physical receipt right now, I would probably, I don't really keep receipts despite the fact that I have a business and people tell me to
the
keep
garbage
receipts.
can or recycling bin?
No, I think I would probably look like in my car to see if like I just shoved one somewhere, or like in I have various pants and shorts pockets around here, or like pairs of pants and shorts that are just like in various rooms because of how I have to live my life at the moment as a hiding from my children or whatever. So I would have to look kind of around and check some pockets, maybe the dryer. Ooh, that'd be a good one. On top of the dryer is a good place to look. For me, and what would it be for? I assume it would be for groceries. I went grocery shopping last night, late at night. I don't know if you guys do you ever go like big time grocery shopping late at night?
Used to.
Yeah.
I think Johnny got a little misty there. He's like looking back on it. Wistfully.
I seem to go at the most busiest time now, which is like 3:00 on a Sunday afternoon. So, yeah, I do miss those late, midnight, shopping when no one's around and like
something new about that. At least at a couple stores that I've gone to is that they no longer have checkout people past like 9:00.
Yeah,
so it's all self checkout. So like I had to go for a big thing last night, and so I stole a bunch of stuff. Anyway. I feel like that's fair.
Nice, yeah.
If you're gonna, you trust me, okay.
All right.
You know what I mean? So
please weigh your tomatoes. Oh, I only bought one. It seems.
I mean, I do honestly accidentally occasionally steal something. I think just because like confuses me with it. It gets confused about weights and whether or not I paid for something, as opposed to like. So then I just like put it on the thing, and it's like, okay, good. That's what I wanted, and that's like this is the robot's fault. Sorry, I'm doing everything right here.
I once bought a block of cheese, but for whatever reason it wouldn't scan, and so the person that was trying to scan it was like, "Do you know how much this was?" Which I did not. I was like, "I don't," and they were just like, and I was like, $5. And they're like, okay. So I typed in $5 and I was like, sweet. I don't know if that was more or less, but then like next time I went shopping, I decided to actually like look, and it was like an $8 block of cheese.
Oh man.
There we go.
I won.
You totally
I didn't mean to
beat the system.
But,
you accidentally beat the system.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, the self-checkout maintenance person. Oh, jeez. That they are so not invested in. They just want you to leave. Their job.
There was a guy there last night. I had a situation where the thing would start turning, the conveyor belt, and the self checkout thing would just start moving all of a sudden, and it would just be like it would say unexpected item on the belt. And then it would not let me do anything, and so I had to keep calling this like 8-year-old boy over to fix it, and he would just like scan his card, and it looked like just do some random stuff. It was like a glitch that, it was like a weird fix you had to do. So, but then he just had to keep coming over. And then there was like somebody got in line behind me, and I felt like, do I explain to them that you're going to be waiting a while on me, and then if you end up in this thing, you're just going to waste all of your time. You're going to waste your life here. But I didn't. I feel like explaining stuff like that is very difficult. Like, people don't.
And I'm turning to him and be like, "You're gonna waste your life here."
Right, exactly.
This could be you.
You've already
You're
wasted
looking at
enough of your
future.
life. Yeah. Don't be like me. You don't want to end up like this, man. No, but it's like anytime you turn to someone and talk in a public space these days, I feel like their initial reaction is like, "Are you fucking crazy? Like, why are you talking to me? Like, something must be wrong with you." And then so then it's like they have a moment where they can't even hear your message because you might be, I don't know.
Word.
Just shocking him.
Yeah, it might be crazy.
Was this, especially at the grocery store, you have your blinders on super hard.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Target. I think it was yesterday. I went to Target and just all these crazy conversations. I was like, I don't know. I can't even. But you just like want to look and see who's saying it really badly.
You don't remember any of these?
There was this woman talking about that would be really great, huh?
Yeah, it would be. I'll just cut one in. Later.
Okay.
I'll find one on the internet and read it, and then in your voice like this, like that. In fact, I can just do that now. So I'm not going to say any words. Okay. Now you do the same thing. See how I did it?
Me or Johnny?
No, you, Johnny. Finn. You Finn.
All right, and then you get la la la. That's it.
Perfect.
Right?
Yeah, I was spot on. Who was it? Was that me or you that said that? I can't even tell.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It kind of got mixed. Hey Finn, can I ask you something? Did you buy something at Target?
Yeah.
Did you keep your receipt?
No, I did not keep my receipt. Or I grabbed it. The only times I have, if someone hands me a receipt, I don't take it.
You
I'm
don't
very polite about it.
You don't. You're like, no.
Or if they offer a receipt, yeah. Easy. Actually, I worked at like this corner store, and it was there's all these weird microaggressions that happen at the register. Uh-huh. And if you become a convenience store attendant, you become hyper aware of them because you repeat them, the exact same exchange all day. One of them is giving someone a little bit of change back, and they're like, I don't need that. It's kind of like a weird, like, I've already extended my hand. I've already gone to the trouble of counting your change. Like,
I can't put this back in my drawer. It's going to fuck everything up for me.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going on a roller coaster now, right after this. So yeah, exactly. I don't want this change fall out of my pocket.
Yeah, and it's like a roll of the dice whether or not someone's going to take advantage of this situation and just like, or like what's another one? Like the receipt is a perfect example. Like you print it out, you tear it off, and I don't know. So I remember that being like a particularly high tension. Like if someone has printed out a receipt and they're handing it to you, you take it because I don't know.
It's interesting. I guess I do take it, but I never want to. And also, receipt paper has like chemicals on it that aren't very good. BPA specifically, it has weird chemicals on it for some reason, which is, I think, strange.
Like the ink's already in there, right?
Oh, is that how it works? Oh,
well, it depends on what kind of receipt tape you have, but
or a lot of
is this
like
receipt tape talk with Johnny?
No, sorry.
Yeah,
that's my podcast. Sorry, guys.
That's for the Patreon.
We're not plugging your podcast, Johnny, no matter how much you want to. So receipts, have we covered it? Does anybody know where the receipts would be from?
I mean, do emailed receipts count?
No,
that's a physical
receipt.
Physical.
That's not physical.
If you printed the email receipt, that's where I'd find it.
Receipt.
Printed.
No.
No,
I'd look in the printer after I printed it.
That's my answer.
Okay, Finn, you have an answer? Did you answer?
It would be in my wallet if it's anywhere.
Yeah,
but it hardly ever is.
And what would it be if you had to guess? What kind of a receipt would end up in your wallet? Is there anything you'd save a receipt for that you buy, like electronics or anything like that, or do you just assume that it's all there's all going to be? Yeah, I pretty
not
much
that I can recall. I think it would be like a self-checkout thing. That's usually when it ends up.
Okay, let's move on to the next question, and let's check ourselves out for a minute in the mirror, and then come back and answer a question. I don't know. I was trying to make a segue there. Okay, here we go.
Would you rather be able to walk up walls or float downstairs?
It's kind of like a Spider-Man or Magneto. Doesn't Magneto doesn't he kind of float?
He can float himself.
I wouldn't say that's his primary thing.
No. What is
that's not
attracting
like
metal?
Main... Yeah,
what is
manipulating metal.
Is floating downstairs.
Oh, the floaty downstairs guy.
Uh-huh. He used to be called Stairs Man. He used to be called the Escalator.
Can you float upstairs with this floating downstairs ability?
If you're in opposite land. What an absurd question, Johnny.
So, okay, so you can only walk up, but you can float down.
Yeah. You can only walk up walls, and then you're stuck, I guess.
Oh, yeah, you can't go. Oh, that's true.
Okay, let's tweak this question. Sorry, questionnaire, but let's make it assume you can walk upon walls. Well, I guess I just feel like well, maybe you're right. Let's leave it how it is.
Definitely balances it, because one is obviously I'd walk up walls for sure.
Yeah, right. You're right. Okay, so you can walk up walls, but then you're stuck. You can't go down.
All right.
But that means you can walk up to another
window,
level.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, there's lots of situations where that would be pretty awesome.
To be able.
But you're fucked if you get in the wrong situation.
Yeah,
like you're in your keep going
up the window ceiling, and you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah. Oh no.
Why'd I do this in my room? Stupid.
And you're just like sitting near the ceiling for a long time. It's so hot up here.
Yeah, I think I would do that.
So you'd still do walk up walls?
I'd still do walk up walls, because there's floating downstairs. When would that serve you? Maybe if you had a beautiful long gown, and you can look.
Well, I think you could
graceful.
you could invest in a beautiful long gown if you got if you took this power. I think it would be really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, like I
don't think you already have. I guess I'm saying if you don't already have a beautiful flowing gown, it's okay. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I feel like we can always work on ourselves and improve ourselves and invest in ourselves and our flowing gowns.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
I'm Nick Chordman.
And this has been
down with gowns. Yeah. What else? I guess floating downstairs would just be kind of nice. It seems like it would be nice, kind of fun. Do you ever do that thing where do you ever grab the railings if there's two railings in a narrow stairway, swing down, use them as parallel bars, kind of, and I feel
it's been a long time, but yeah, I've done that.
Oh, I do that. Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too. I mean, yeah. Cheers. It's just staring off. A single tear rolls up his cheek. What? 1/6 gravity. Yeah, I think I would. I don't know. It does sound nice. I feel like that walking up walls thing would be cool for parkour, but it would I feel like I would get myself into a bunch of pickles. Like the fire department would know me.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe I could invest in something like some sort of membership to the,
What if could you accidentally do it?
Something. Accidentally walk up the wall if you, you're just looking down at your phone and you hit a wall and you just start walking up the wall. I don't think so. I think you'd have to make in that right angle.
Yeah.
Turn.
Be pretty intentional,
would be
I think.
Hard.
All right, so this is not exactly related, but I did think of a cool name for a wall, a place that sells custom walls. Wallapalooza.
Oh yeah, maybe even that could be if there was a wall convention.
Yeah, that's
what
right.
I mean. It's for all the different wall companies. For
Wall State.
Yeah.
What?
And that was my other wall company for going to the convention. Sorry.
Wall State, did you say?
Wall State, yeah.
What does Wall State mean? Oh, All State, I get it. Sorry. I was
All State.
I thought you were just saying words. I thought, is that what we're doing now? Wall shelf.
Walmart.
Walmart. Well, that's what Walmart started as, actually.
Yeah.
They was originally just walls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was started by Sam Walton, though. Still, it was just because of his name, I think he thought of, hey, maybe I should sell walls.
Right?
Oh, yeah, like Wall Street. How about the Wolf of Wall Street? That would be like,
That would be good.
Mhm.
it's that's like Wall Street, the wall company. That's their mascot. That's the wolf.
All right,
And
let's
he's
say
always
you're a
trying to blow the walls down.
He can't do it.
Can't. He huffs.
He's
and
one of those
puffs.
antagonistic mascots that are usually reserved for cereal.
Yeah, exactly. Or pizza, the Noid. Remember the Noid?
Mm-hmm. Let's not forget the Noid.
Please, every September I always say never forget the Noid,
Sorry.
which
It
is difficult
Noid
because
Remembrance Month.
yeah, and it's like the messaging was always avoid the Noid, so like sometimes it's easy to forget about it.
Yeah, it's true.
But I think now's the time to do it. It is September, and it's almost Johnny's birthday, and I am avoiding the Noid for a long time. Is it your birthday?
It was yesterday.
Fuck. Happy birthday,
God.
Johnny. Yeah, that's why we had this podcast today. I wanted to get together because did they show up yet, John? We sent you a bunch of goats for your birthday.
Oh, no.
They
Something
didn't
happened to
arrive.
them?
Oh no.
Okay, that actually does make sense.
Yeah. You got a big box of dead goats today. Yeah, well, happy birthday, John. The problem is that remember how I invented your birthday for the show?
Oh, yeah.
And it was September 26th. So I always think that your birthday is September 26th because for the last show on Earth.
No.
I mean, we can celebrate it then. It's fine with me.
Okay.
Look
Sorry,
at your
man.
birthday.
Did he have a good birthday?
I did.
Did he float down any stairs?
No.
You found out? Oh, yeah,
I
it's
should've.
Rock.
National Collect Rocks Day.
Oh, Johnny texted us yesterday to tell us that it was National Collect Rocks Day.
That's crazy.
And it was on his birthday that he did that, which seems like it was like a passive-aggressive way to get us to remember that it was his birthday. But passive-aggressiveness does not work with us, Johnny, because we're stupid.
No.
We will not catch on to your embedded messages. Not pneumonic devices. What are they fucking called? Subliminal messages.
We won't catch on to any of that.
Nothing. We're just
Very
really
dumb.
stupid.
It can't teach us anything.
No, pneumatic tubes. Don't know what those are like.
I'll put my hand in there.
Yeah,
See what happens.
Put all sorts of stuff in there. You know what I mean? Speaking of putting all sorts of stuff in there, that's all the time we have for today and all the questions we have for today. So get out there, ask questions, be curious, not furious, and always remember, the mark of a good question is a question mark. For Finn Hammond and Johnny Fisher, I'm Nate Chappell, and this is Several Questions.
Thank you for listening to Several Questions, a production of Wolf Out Radio. Click on the link in the show notes for more Wolf Out shows.